In this video, I'm going to show you the secret to being irresistible. If you want to be the most attractive person in the room and you want to have a magnetic personality, stick around to the end of this video and I'll show you how. So the first thing that we have to understand is energy. So as humans, we're very emotional creatures and we have the ability to transfer emotions. And if you don't believe this, then just think of a time where you've been around someone that was super awkward or super nervous, and you're talking to this person, or you see them fidgeting. If you're around this person, if you're interacting with this person, then part of you kind of takes on some of their traits. They kind of pass on some of their anxious energy. You'll start to feel more anxious and nervous, and you'll just start to feel this weird, awkward energy in the air. And it's because we're able to transfer emotions. If you've ever been around someone that just had a great personality, that just had a great vibe or was very confident, then you would also start to have some of these good feelings inside you. You would feel more relaxed, you would feel more confident. And as an example, I remember I was giving a presentation, a group presentation for my class in high school. And after we were done with the presentation, one of the friends that I was working with in my group, he told me, hey, I'm usually very nervous, but when I was presenting with you, I've never been so confident. Like just being in the room, just presenting with you made me more confident. I don't know what it was. And I don't say that to like jerk my own dick, but it just shows that the people that you're around, the energy that you're around, it interacts with you. So the secret to being irresistible is to master being in a high vibration. We as humans, we consciously or unconsciously enjoy being around high vibration. So this is why people love dogs. It's because dogs are always in a state of high vibration. They're always, feeling love. They're always happy, and they give us unconditional love. So that's why the dog is a man's best friend. This also could be why we enjoy high vibrational places with a lot of energy, like amusement parks or water parks or whatever. It's because these are high vibrational locations. So we have to be a high vibrational person in order to be magnetic, in order to be attractive and have a good presence that people enjoy being around. So what is the difference? Like, what makes us high frequency or high vibration versus low vibration and low frequency? So there's various different things that we do that shift our energy throughout the day. So some examples is when you show gratitude, when you're grateful for things, when you look at the chart, when you're grateful, you're at a state of peace. You are grateful for what you have, and when you're grateful, you don't need more. You don't need anything because you're grateful for what you already have. So you're in a state of abundance, a state of peace. When you are faithful, when you have good beliefs about yourself, when you're a positive person, like when you talk good about yourself and you have good self-esteem, when you talk good about other people, when you're optimistic of the future, when you're hopeful about the good things that are to come, when you take action, when you face your fears, these things all build positive momentum and will shift your energy higher and higher. When something bad happens to you, someone cuts you off in traffic, let's say, instead of getting mad, reframe it as a positive thing. You know, show them a little bit of wiggle room, or whatever you call it. Like, oh, maybe he's just in a rush. Maybe he's on the way to the hospital. Something like that, where you reframe something negative as something positive. So you give people breaks. All of these actions shift your energy to a higher state. And you could put yourself into these moods by gratitude journaling and meditating and visualizing, and doing all these things as well. What you have to watch out for is these low frequency triggers that a lot of people are susceptible to. So, talking negative about yourself or talking negative about other people, this puts you in a lower vibration, and people don't want to be around negative people. When you avoid fear and you avoid taking action, that ruins your self-esteem. You can't trust yourself. And that also affects how you feel, because you just feel bad about yourself. When you complain about your situation and you complain about other people, you're reducing your vibration as well. When you give into bad habits and bad vices, when you're ungrateful for what you're given, when you worry about things outside of your control and you procrastinate certain things, these all lower your vibration, these all lower your energy. So this is really key to understand. And what you have to understand as well is the heart, there's something called brain-heart coherence. And what this is basically your heart generates an electromagnetic field around you, and it extends several feet beyond you. And this electromagnetic field that your heart is sending out, it syncs with your brain waves, meaning that the emotional state that you're feeling in the moment, it's directly impacting your subconscious mind. And this is important for later. So, like I said, it's called brain-heart coherence. And when we're basically in a state of high frequency and we're fully aligned, when we're fully aligned with our thoughts and our intentions, there's no resistance anymore. There's no doubt. There's no fear. When we're fully in a high vibration, we're in full harmony together with ourselves. And that's what makes us magnetic. So going back to this, can we fully become like high frequency at all times? And the answer is no. Obviously you can't like be at the highest of the highs all the time. But what you can do is, the more time that you spend in these high frequency states, the more time you spend in the state of brain-heart coherence. With repetition, you're just gonna spend more of your day in a high frequency state. And over time, it'll become more automatic. At first, you're gonna have to manually insert high frequency things like positive self-talk and meditating and gratitude. But with repetition, it'll become more subconscious. It'll be imprinted more, and it'll become more automatic. So when this becomes automatic, when this becomes more natural to you and you're a more high frequency person, that's when you become irresistible. That's when you become your most magnetic self. And that's how you become the most attractive person. People are gonna be around you. Making friends will be easier. Getting dates will be easier. And your social life will just expand like nothing. So try all of this out. Try to become a more high frequency person, and the results will speak for themselves. So if you need help with becoming more high vibration, if you need help with your confidence, and getting rid of the negativity and the fear and everything that's holding you back. I could help you with that. Check the link in the description to see how I could do that with the one-on-one coaching. Make sure to like the video and subscribe. And if you have any questions with any of this, make sure to drop them down in the comments and I'll answer them. That's it.